There is a lot of speculation right now regarding the TNA, Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen, what's true, what's not true. What's true is that Kurt Angle was arrested this past weekend on Saturday, and what's also true is that Kurt Angle had a hearing this past Tuesday in Pittsburgh regarding the charges that was filed against him. He claims that he's not guilty to any of them. However, I don't think he can debate whether he was driving without a license, because the license was suspended. So that's a crime in itself. That in itself I don't think will lead to anything particular. He will not get any jail time for it, maybe a small fine at most. Regarding this restraining order, this PFIA that was filed against him, he claims that he did not break it. He claims that Trinesha Biggers herself broke it. He was removed from his home, and while driving around in town looking for a hotel, which actually strengthens Kurt Angle's story, because in the first case he said he was looking for a hotel room, and if he was removed from his house, he of course needs somewhere to stay. On the other hand, I don't know whom to believe in this case, because Trinesha Biggers to me is a cunning fox. Kurt Angle is the same, plus he's a hothead, and he seems to be losing it. He seems to be very power hungry, and he needs to get over himself. Thing is, he claims that he was looking for a hotel and that Trinesha Biggers was stalking him, therefore making him indirectly break this restraining order and getting within 50 feet from her. So he claims he's not guilty to that. Regarding the human growth hormones and the syringe caps, he said he had them on prescription due to him having a previous neck surgeries and injuries. We'll know that to be true. Whether these were on prescription, I don't know. I doubt that, but I hope he did, because if he's found guilty of battery and assault and abuse of Trinesha Biggers and illegal possession of the substances, it's very bad business. TNA, however, must have some profound belief and confidence in what Kurt Angle claims is true, because they let him keep the title at Hard Justice, which, by the way, was kind of good pay-per-view, better than Victory Road, which does not say much. Pretty good matches, some of them. The main event match was really good, but way too short. Kevin Nash, Mick Foley, brutal match, a lot of blood, but still the Legends title to me comes off more as a has-been title in TNA. I don't see that much interest in it. So, well, however, Kurt Angle right now, because Kurt Angle is going to court early on in September to face these charges of him being abusive, being and breaking this restraining order, stalking Trinesha Biggers, and also having these substances in his car. So it was not a lucky day for Kurt Angle, and the prevalent belief on the internet right now, stemming from an adamant announcement made by Dixie Carter a little over a year ago, that she will not tolerate any physical altercations between her employees. She will not tolerate any unprofessional behaviors, and both in this case with Kurt Angle defines both of them if he is found guilty. So I don't know what will happen, but as it seems right now, TNA will have their world champion go right into court early on in September, and that's not, of course, good publicity, and it's not good for TNA, especially not with the situation with Jeff Jarrett being sent home and this love triangle, which I don't think Kurt Angle has been handling too good either, because he's trying to use this situation and to have things his way, and try to make a living from it, getting more control within the booking and creative team of TNA, and also getting Dixie Carter's ear and a lot of respect from his co-workers and peers in TNA. What we will derive from this, I don't know. TNA really got to get themselves together from a management standpoint and really make sure whom they're going to believe, and it's time to set some examples, and I think it's time for Jeff Jarrett to come back. Apparently, Jeff Jarrett, was not part of this Impact tapings the days following Hard Justice. As I believe right now, TNA has changed their way of recording and taping the Impacts. They earlier did all 4 shows right after the pay-per-view. I know they will change that way, and I think they've already done it. So if that's true, they taped 2 shows right after this pay-per-view, then they will wait 2 weeks and tape the next. So we might see Jeff Jarrett before the next pay-per-view, and TNA can't buy themselves time anymore by having wrestlers sit at home, because Kurt Angle now also making a fool of himself officially and publicly. And he's all over the internet right now for this. We heard the fans at Hard Justice yelling "You were arrested," and Kurt Angle seemed to have lost a fair share of fans, losing the respect for him, apparently reading about what's going on the internet with Kurt Angle pushing his way backstage, bullying himself, now as I said, also being suspected for abusive behavior towards his ex-girlfriend, his live-in girlfriend. I don't know what TNA will do with this. Also, in other news, Don West is removed from his commentator spot. He is now getting promoted to work with pitching business ideas. Done this earlier. Actually, Don West started out with selling knives. This is interesting. He's a knife seller, and he also later, working with his brother, got a spot in that company, pitching business products and ideas and how to increase sellings, expand their merch sales, and get more exposure. So this is right down TNA's employee Don West's alley, and he could do very well here. I will miss him in the commentator booth. I really hope they could have Mike TNA, Don West, and whom also will be Don West's replacement, Taz. I don't know what will happen with Taz and Samoa Joe, but I have a hard time seeing that Taz can keep being his motivational speaker right now, because that will have him being an agent of a wrestler and then call the action at the same time, which will make him very, very biased to just one wrestler. West had a very good ability to be a counterweight to TNA, who can sometimes get very phony and be very pro-face about wrestlers. He was a great counterweight, and I hope we'll not see any shift in balances now as Taz joins, and he can still be that counterweight to Mike TNA and make this very dynamic commentators team, which also can help heels progress and get more heat, because if you have a commentator always siding with the heels, fans will be pissed off, and because people not calling it the way they see it. So they were a really good, West and TNA were a really good commentator team in the booth due to the possibility of elevating feuds. I hope TNA does not make any mistakes right now. They have a lot to prove, they have a lot to take care of, and they have to handle their business damn good to not implode right now. You have Jeff Jarrett, one of the co-founders and the core somewhat of TNA, sitting at home. You have the champion Kurt Angle going into court in just a few weeks, and you have one of their most popular announcers right now in the smart territories of the IWC being removed from their team. So TNA, shape up, do something about this, and prove yourself to be good. I don't know how much Kurt Angle is valued within TNA right now, because there are young coming names such as AJ Styles, who still has not really had his breakthrough. You have Bobby Lashley. Kennedy is rumored to come in just before Bound for Glory somewhere, as his 90-day no-compete clause is up pretty soon. So there's a lot of things going on. Umaga was also speculated, of course, as an addition to the TNA roster. We'll have to see. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.